All right, I know you guys can hear me now, so hello, everybody. Hello, MAGFest. If you fancy yourself a warrior of light, let me hear you make some noise. All right. Thank you for braving the cold weather and the hours in the dead of night to be here. I cherish your attendance for that and I cherish your determination, let's put it. Hello, I'm CDrom1019. I'm the host of Chaos Control Channel, and I fancy myself an amateur Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer speedrunner, and that's what we're going to be showing off today. A brief thank you to all of you who met and exceeded the target donation to upgrade this to an all-blue numbers seed. So this takes a little bit of explanation, but before I do that, I would like to introduce your color commentator, Sunlight. Hey, Sunlight, what's up?
Hey, so I was not expecting on my end for the sun to be up at this time, but hey.
Glad to have you. I'm just going to let everybody know I might ask you to repeat yourself every so often because I don't have you directly in my ears. So if you're trying to talk to me, I might not be able to interact with you directly. I can only hear you so well right now. So we have a little bit of explaining to do before we start. So, an L-blue number seed. As you can see clearly on the screen, there is a check tracker. There are about 52 important checks that we'll be looking for throughout the run. And because of your generosity today, we have to find all 52 of them before engaging final fights where the win condition will be defeating Final Zenmas. You see a bunch of numbers on the screen right now. They have a 1-to-1 ratio of checks in the world. Simply put, the world icon has a number on it. That's how many checks are in the world. If we were to describe the worlds on the check tracker from top to bottom, left to right, here they are as follows. One is Sora's heart. That is how many checks are on levels for Sora between levels 1 and 50. Under that, following is Simulated Twilight Town. Twilight Town, Hollow Bastion, The Land of Dragons, Beast Castle, Olympus Coliseum, and Disney Castle. The bottom portal being Garden of Assemblage, and it's likely that I will not get anything there. Top right down, Drive Forms, Port Royal, Agrabah, Halloween Town, the Savannah, Pride Lands, Space Paranoids, The World That Never Was, and finally the 100-Acre Wood. I'd also like to briefly mention that I'll be playing a Fresh Faces 2 seed today, which I like to show off because I firmly believe that it's the most accessible and pick-up-and-play option for people that want to start in playing the randomizer. But I'll be playing it with a twist today, that twist being that I'll be playing on critical mode, and I'll be randomizing options in the world that never was to make things a little more interesting. So you might get some of those late-stage bosses. Sunlight, you think I left anything out?
No, I think you got pretty much everything there.
All right. It's late in the morning, so I say we get started. How do you guys feel about that? You ready to get started? All right, to my tech team, the run shall begin. Count it down with me, y'all. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, you can do better than that. All right. I'm going to let Sunlight do most of the talking, explaining what I'm doing, but I'll start by explaining that I'm going to immediately grab the seed from the sword from the Station of Awakening, only because stats are randomized, so it doesn't really matter what I grab. It's the quickest option. All right, take it away from here, Sunlight.
Of course, so I'm
Why
just
is that on?
having a look at the numbers myself, and I'm concerned already because of that 4 in STT. So
yeah, I don't like that either.
Deep run.
Hey, Sunlight, I got a question for you immediately.
Yeah.
Why am I going into the savannah? There must be something wrong with me, right?
No. Why would you ever think that? Of course, everyone starts with Pride Lands because we have an RNG manipulation that we can do.
Let's see if I get this right today.
So much easier. And as soon as you get through this fight, pretty much the entire world is open, except
Where'd it go?
for,
Where'd it
like,
go?
the last
Oh,
few
I'm lost. Hold on, I gotta call an audible. Okay, no, I got it. We got this. Oh, maybe. Wait. No! Oh, thank you! No! Ah! Okay.
And this is why we do the RNG minute, because this fight can be brutal, especially on critical.
So, alright, so I should call out, as you've already noticed. Deaths are not entirely uncommon in the randomizer. That might happen a few times. I'm gonna try not to let it happen too often. Okay, catch this one. Wow, whiff. Hold on. Okay. All right, I got it. All right, we're good. Take it away.
Brilliant. So now we're through that. There's a load of checks which are really easy to get. And also, the fact that we're in Lionsora, it means movement that we get later on doesn't actually speed this world up at all. So, this is always good to go for this first, because of that, and it will help with the movement in future worlds if we find any movement here, and hopefully that's the case.
So what's also great about starting in the savannah first is that there's pretty much a straight shot of item chests from the beginning of the map all the way to the other side of the map. So there's a really high probability that I can kind of just one-shot this entire world, which I firmly feel like makes it a really, really good starting point.
Yes, we're very much hoping that we have it blue by the Oasis.
Okay, nothing yet.
For 4 important checks. So it is a bit worrying that it may be deeper Scar onwards, but...
Yeah, let's discuss that really briefly too, because I don't think I went over the win condition. So the total win condition for me we've already gone over that I'm playing an ABN seed, which is awesome. Thank you for everybody's generosity. You can continue to help meet other targets today by reaching deep inside of your pockets, and alright, I'm not going to keep that up. But you guys are doing awesome for beginning of day 3 or so, I'm told, so please keep up the hype and the generosity. Win condition. So, I cannot engage, in the spirit of the Fresh Faces format, I need to find 3 of the 3 proofs and the Promise Charm, and use the portal in the Garden of Assemblage to engage the final fights. Using the door by climbing the tower is banned in the Fresh Faces format.
Correct,
and
so
this world is dead. That's beautiful.
All of the bosses. And thank goodness it's dead.
Got some good stuff out of that too. I like that. So I'm just gonna. There's only 3 chests in here, a couple bonuses. I'm just gonna grab them really quick because they might have something useful in here. Just because I have the important checks, I might not have useful abilities. So I'm hoping for a couple of other things to kind of show up besides the things that I'm looking for first and foremost. Like that. That's an aerial dodge upgrade. So that's helpful. I'm already at aerial dodge level 3. Beautiful. Alright, we are leaving and we are not coming back. Alright. Okay. What I'm going to start now is a series of quick death abuses. I'm going to pop inside of a world, grab a few really quick access treasure chests, and then I'm going to engage in a fight. And I'm gonna kind of cheat the system a little bit by dying on purpose, or rather losing the fight on purpose. That will quickly kick me out of the fight so I can get control back and just kind of be on with my day. Especially against these pirates who I can't damage in the first place. Okay, done. But I gotta do it again. Shoot me. Shoot me. Please shoot me. Thank you. You probably shouldn't repeat that if you're in mixed company. That's a joke, people. It's okay to laugh. Alright, next up, I want to go to Halloween Town. Grab 2 chests here. Make our way over to... Where am I? That's the wrong way. What are you doing, man? Grab 1 chest in Finkelstein's lab and head out into another fight that I will engage another death abuse. I'm going to walk straight into this Heartless and let him hit me if he does what I want him to do. They did. Beautiful. And we're done with that fight. And we're going to move forward. So as you're probably already gathering, the key to the randomizer here is how many chests I can open as quickly as I possibly can and get certain items out of it. That's not the only way I'm going to get important checks, though. There are a lot of checks in boss fights and world bonuses, so don't worry. If things look a little tedious right now, I promise they're going to get more interesting. Let's do something interesting and quite possibly really stupid right now. Let's see how that goes. Let's see if I survive this fight. That'll be interesting. I did not, so I'm going to turn around because I'm way underleveled. I gave that one try. Let's not do that again, huh? Okay, next up to Agrabah. And I'm going to back one of these Heartless into the wall and just bait him to start attacking me. And we're done.
Do you have a fast death?
Agrabah's pretty great because because it's particularly chest dense, so I can grab a lot of chests, about 7 of them in this area alone. And there's an important check right there. That's one of the 4. That's a torn page. I need those to unlock more and more areas of the 100-acre wood. I can enter them without the pages, but I only get one of the areas by going in there so early. But now I can check 2 areas. Now, you see me jumping around and gliding around an awful lot, so I'm hoping at some point relatively quickly that I get a glide upgrade. That'll do me a lot of favors.
Agrabah is one of those ones that you really want to have a glide for, especially because it's so spread out.
What do I have for magic? I have... Whoops, I have Blizzard. Okay. And a Magnet Element. Beautiful. I was hoping I'd find one of those. Ah! Okay, that's bound to happen here and there. Those Heartless are kind of tricky with their placement. It's a good reminder not to go gliding around all willy-nilly. So let's go walking this time. There's one chest behind this bazaar stand over here, which I can only break with magic. Good thing I had some on me. Grab this and leave. We're already halfway done with this world, which is awesome. And make our way over to the Cave of Wonders. Okay, so that is an Ansem report. The Ansem reports are kind of cool because they can hint to me where certain items are. It's currently hinting that Hollow Bastion has my lamp charm. I don't particularly know where, but I know that it's in that world. And I'm going to go looking for it.
I doubt we're going to use it though, so it's not exactly a high priority.
I can tell you for certain we're not going to use it. But it's an AVN seed, so I need to find it anyway.
Exactly. On other categories, Genie is very useful, but in Fresh Faces, not so much.
Alright, I will now play this little mini game here. If you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts 2, you're probably familiar with all these short little mini games, just getting a boot to the other side. I'm constantly just going to mash my Y button just to get him to move and to jump, and I will jump with him. All I have to do is just inch forward a little bit and let Elena do all the hard work for me. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to push this world for right now. So now I'm going to start shotgunning world. Shotgunning is what we colloquially refer to as entering a world, quickly gathering as many chests as we can in the first area or so, and then leaving. You're going to see me do that in a bunch of the worlds right now, starting with Land of Dragons. There's 3 chests in this area. Let's see if they have anything. Well, there's an Ansem report right there, so that counts. And Agrabah has a torn page, which I already knew, and now I'm leaving. And we're going to do that with a number of the worlds.
It's almost like these reports don't want to help you today.
Yeah. Now, Space Paranoids is a little different, though, because I'm going to get stuck here for a little bit because the power's just off. So I got to get past this door first. Ta-da! Grab 2 chests here. Hey, health. That's helpful.
Is it though?
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I think it is. 4 chests around this area. I would love some glide upgrades. Another Ansem report. 100 Acre Wood has a fire element. Alright, now we play this little Shuffle Monty game to restore the power to the Space Paranoids area so that I can promptly leave. Round and round she goes.
And you don't even have a form to abuse this.
Whoop, not that one. Now we can leave. And I'm going to briefly enter the world that never was and grab 4 chests in the first area here. Again, you see me world hopping an awful lot. That's going to be a common thing that happens in this randomizer, but don't worry, we will return to each world.
Yeah, we're very much in the phase at the moment it's referred to as shotgunning. It's doing a bit of a check in each world to see what can be got easily without having to do any major fights.
What I'm
Those tools that we get.
Yeah, what I'm particularly hoping for right at this stage is that I find one of my drive forms, hopefully Valor or Wisdom, or yeah, I'll take Master too. Let's see, there's, let me think this through really quick, let's go here. Disney Castle. You'll hear that a lot of people tell you when you're learning the randomizer that one of the more difficult things to do is learn and memorize a couple of different locations to level up your drive forms as you're playing and as you're gathering items. Wow, that was lucky. Pride Lands has a reflect element, I already knew that. Sunlight, can you tell the lovely people about the drive forms and how they level up?
Absolutely. So in this game we have 5 drive forms. Valor, which is leveled up by hitting enemies, very simple. Wisdom, which is leveled up by killing Heartless. Limit, which is leveled up by doing finishes in limit form. You've got Master Form, which is leveled up by Drive Orbs, which are dropped by enemies with Drive Converter on. Also, like there's some little, how would you describe them? Dispensers?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
How would you describe the like the things that give you the Master Form orbs?
Oh, drive orbs.
Dispensers? Oh. Yeah, we'll just go with that. And then there's Final Form, which is leveled up by killing nobodies. Which we've not actually seen yet, I don't think.
Not yet. We will, though. High jump upgrade. I'll also take this moment to grab the chests in the second page, and I'll probably knock out the minigame while I'm there.
You may as well, you've got to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's very true, I do. Okay. Talk to the pig, please. There we go. Alright.
One of the greatest difficulties is being able to actually talk to Piglet.
Yep. So, if this minigame looks sped up to you, that's because it is. You don't need to adjust your eyeballs. We don't particularly like doing these, but we kind of have to, so we made a quality of life improvement to speed them up as part of the randomizer. I'm basically just going to park myself up in this corner and mash my A and my Y buttons. And if I had done this correctly, the time at the end would be 2:14, but I kind of messed up a little bit, so it'll be closer to 2:13 or 2:12.
And also, we have this time to think as well about what the next steps are.
You're right, I do.
I know it's 4 in the morning and we're all having a nice, relaxing, fun time. But if you're here and you're having that good, fun, relaxing time, take advantage of donating Let's Play. We've got some QR codes you can scan, or you can go to magfast.com/magfast. Or if you're watching on the Twitch stream, you can scroll down just a little bit and there'll be a little button there where you can also donate. We have a lot of incentives that you can donate towards, which is part of tonight's run. We've got the All Blue Numbers run going right now. So thank you guys again.
Yeah, thank you for donating to unlock that incentive. It's not very frequent that I get to do an ABN seed in events like these, and they're a lot of fun. You get to see more of the game that way.
Well, you see, if it was me, you wouldn't even need to donate for this incentive, because with my track record with fresh faces, I end up ABNing them anyway.
Hey, there's a proof of peace. We're on the board. So that is 1/4 of the items I need to just enter the portal to get to final fights. But again, because we're doing an ABN seed, we kind of need to find everything anyway. Okay, I pushed this world as far as I want to go for right this second, and I think it's time we go to Hollow Bastion. The only world on this board that I'm not going to plan on shotgunning is Simulated Twilight Town. If you know, you know. It's not really a fun world for anybody, but I want to go there when I have a particularly large amount of tools, and hilarity will ensue. I didn't set my... Oh, okay. I gotta fix that. Alright, come on now. Alright. 5 chests in this area. I'm gonna start by grabbing the 2 over here. I'm gonna cut across and head over to Merlin's house. Grab the chest right outside his door. Head inside and say hello.
The question is, are you going to do Bailey fight now, or are you going to leave it for later?
Do Bailey fight now.
Okay, so you're going to go all the way down to the computer room.
Yeah. I didn't set my shortcuts again. Ugh. That's okay. Don't need them. Oh, I did hit something. Ow. Here goes. Ow. Okay. Well, hurtful. Ow. All right. Let me take that opportunity to actually set my shortcuts because I need them set a certain way.
Physical mode 101. Enemies kill you very, very quickly.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, had to think for a second. Let me quickly room save so I don't have to keep doing that if I get unlucky. Oh, and then let me also take a minute. No, you know what? Hold on. Let me backtrack here and turn a bunch of this stuff on that I found. Let's not turn those on. Oh, bummer. Hold on 1 second. And what do I have for... 2 of defense boosts. I will use those. Ooh, 10 AP boosts. Let's turn those on. And then equip a few more abilities. Some defensive ones would be nice. Damage control, damage control. Great. Alright. Now let's head back to that fight.
And it's also good to see that you have got Light and Darkness. So if you get one of the 4 first forms, you will be able to force Final Form.
Yes, that might be worth attempting. Alright. Come on, dude.
Here we see the power of the magnets. It can really make it easy to deal with that.
Ah, so that attack sequence just reminded me. I have a handful of cosmetic mods turned on for everybody's enjoyment, particularly my own. But keep your eyes open for them, because I think they look really cool. You'll know them when you see them. All right, so we're heading back into Hollow Bastion. I'm going to quickly say hi to Cloud. Hi, Cloud. Bye, Cloud.
We may see Cloud again.
We might.
We hope we don't, but...
Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 4, hopefully. So I'm heading right back in specifically because Hollow Bastion is a very check-dense world in this seed. There are 7 checks here. So this is a great world to go digging for some helpful tools. You know what? I'm not fast enough yet. I'm going to take the skateboard. Sora Hawk Pro Skater, everybody.
The other thing to consider with Hollow Bastion 2, the first half of it doesn't have any fights at all, so basically all the chests are just free. So hopefully we get some more of the 7.
I'm going to hope and pray that a bulk of these aren't buried in the later half of the world. When I learned how to play this randomizer, the adage that I followed for this particular area was always veer left. Always is kind of an exaggeration because I'm not always veering left, but I'm mostly veering left. Like here, I'm going right. And then I'm turning right again. But don't, hey, second chance, and then I'm turning left again. So second chance early is a big find, so that's very helpful. Second chance will keep me from dying by just absolutely tanking a hit and retaining 1 HP. So that kind of gives me a literal second chance at whatever fight I'm engaging in.
But the true effect is like doubled when you have once more as well. It basically means an enemy just can't kill you unless you're at 1 HP.
Absolutely. Hey, there's the lamp charm. We knew that was in the world, and there it is. Whoop, not you. Not that either. Grab this chest and go grab Tifa chest. There's only 1 chest in this little area, but I gotta open it. Might have something good in it. It didn't.
Right.
Okay, that's as far.
4 checks here.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, but we're gonna have to leave for now, and we're gonna start engaging Twilight Town. Twilight Town is the other check-dense world in this seed. 2 right off the rip.
So the big question now, are you going to do station fight, or are you going to come back when you've got final form?
I would love to come back when I have final form. So I'm going to go through the world and grab what I can and hope that final form is among them, and if it's not, I will come back some other time.
Yeah, because the station fight is fighting nobodies, and it's a forced fight.
And it's also particularly long.
Yeah.
3 chests in the woods. What you're witnessing right now, by the way, is about a year's worth of personal routing. So everyone's kind of got their own way to play the game. This is basically mine. By watching and learning from a lot of other people, I've kind of routed out certain paths and areas to what I think I find is the most efficient. Right now, currently, it's to grab those 2 chests, grab those 3 chests, and then go over here, grab this one, fly over here, and just kind of loop my way back around to the usual spot.
Yeah, that's basically the same route that I use.
There's Master Form. That's a good find. If I pair that with a drive converter, I can make use of that real early.
Unless you have Light and Darkness.
And I have Light and Darkness. That's true. I could force Final. You know what? That's a great idea. Hold on. That might be worth a try. Let me see if... Yeah.
If you have places you can force it.
Yeah, I got one coming up I can force it. Let's see if it works.
Oh, I'd go out now and come back when you've got it.
Alright. Oh no!
So the chances of that happening were quite high.
All right, I'm gonna let them kill me. I don't want to engage this, and I want to save this spot for
You
jeez.
do realize that if they kill you, you'll still go through. It's one of the fights you can die in.
Oh, you're right. Oh, what a waste. That's so sad. All right, well that's okay. There are plenty of other places I can level up. I should have listened to you. I didn't, and I paid the price for it.
And this is why we don't do this at 3 a.m.
You're right. But good news, I found. Why did I do that? Hold on, I'm not thinking clearly. Why did I? The train, Sora. Take the train. There we go. As I was saying, the good news though, I found 2 drive forms in that area, which is awesome. So I have something I can make use of and go to Beast Castle after this, which is great because usually I'm a little pig-headed and I wait to enter that that world until I absolutely have no other choice sometimes. And I have Magnera already.
Yeah, I think
one
because it's a
strike.
1 as well, like putting it off isn't a bad thing.
Not you. Glide 2, finally. All right. So that's very helpful to me because I can now basically glide infinitely at the very least. Sora won't just stop gliding if he's gliding against a flat surface. If I run into a raised surface, he'll stop, and that also increases the gliding speed, which is nice. I'd like to find at least 1 more of those before the seed is over.
100%. The more glides you get, the better.
Quick run level 2, okay.
So we are getting to that point now where most of the shotguns are done. So we've got to start considering where to push.
Yes, that is correct. Let's see. Port Royal is usually my go-to after all my shotguns are done. I usually have enough to move along, and I actually got a decently high magic stat right now. Let's actually see if I can buff that a little further by changing my Keyblade. Oh, yes I can! With Sweet Memories, which kind of makes me sad, but I should also equip some armor. I have a Petite Ribbon, great, and let's see. I'll turn that on, and that's good for right now.
And having the lucky Keyblade on going into Port Royal is even better because the pirates are more likely to drop potions and ethers.
Donald,
I
you're
don't
just
remember
in my way,
exactly
buddy.
Which one they actually drop, but oh well.
Donald just wants me to talk to him. He just needs a friend.
That's why I always talk to Yensid first, because then Donald just doesn't get in the way.
Another answer report. The world that never once has a cure element in it. That's a good strategy, by the way. I should try that. Alright, we are done with Twilight Town 1. Alright, heading back into Port Royal. So, now that all the shotguns... Go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunately, with our allies, Donald is both the most useful party member and the most annoying party member simultaneously.
I always joke around that I know I'm having a bad day at the rando if Sweet Memories is the strongest Keyblade in my arsenal. So we're going to be stuck with the bees and the soft sound effects for the rest of this run, probably.
There's also one of the Keyblades which is the shortest, so you've got to get in closer to all the enemies.
Yeah, I'm not very happy about that. Get out of here. There. Oh, it's so childish. It hurts my soul.
Back off.
Speaking of things that are childish, I just found out before we started that this game is turning 20 this year.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Feel old yet? I didn't celebrate enough, but I found limit form, which is great. I love having my limit form early. Alright, cool. So,
SCT is a lot faster now.
yep. Alright, so I know I'm going to have a decently good time here. Here's why. So, what you might have just noticed is that zombie pirates are particularly susceptible to magic of any sort. In fact, I believe they take a 1.5x damage multiplier by hitting them with magic as opposed to striking them with an attack. So that's why I wanted to make sure I came here with a decently strong magic stat, especially for what I'm about to go through. Because I have only one lightning spell, but my magic stat is so buffed right now that I should be able to do this. Knock them out with one strike, which is very helpful for me. Ow.
And one good thing that just happened on the level up, slide dash. It's one of our 2 gap closers, which is so useful for bosses that we'll have to deal with later on in the series.
Whoops. I just realized I turned on disable health effects instead of slow health effects. So that's why the alarm's not going off. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, the grand scheme of things. I just have to pay a little closer attention here and there. 3, 2, 1. Alright, that's over. That part can get a little treacherous if I'm not paying attention, but I had all the tools I needed, thankfully. Oop, okay. Nope,
So
that's...
now go on to the series of mini games.
Yep. 2, 3, wait for this one, 4. Okay, Pirate Ship 2. Excuse me, sir, you have something I need. Oh, you have it. Give it back, please.
I mean, pirates do like stealing this, so...
That is true, they do. It's kind of their favorite thing, really. Get in the moonlight. Okay. I gotta be a little more careful
The
here.
big issue with pirates is when they're in the shade, they are completely invulnerable to all attacks.
Okay, yep, and that took one attempt, which I'm very happy with. Alright, everybody, it's time to play everyone's favorite little mini game. Yeet the barrel. Say it with me, loud and proud and with feeling. Here we go. Yeet. 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 One more time with feeling. Yeet. I love this crowd. Hey. Already level 20. We're cruising right along here. I'm feeling good about this seed so far.
So we're actually approaching our first boss. So I'm assuming you're going to be sending Barbosa to the moon.
I'll certainly try. That or I might make use of limit form too. We'll see. Actually, I probably will make use of my limit form. I'm going to make use of that form an awful lot. Oh, but that reminds me, I should probably turn off light and darkness. Oh boy. Hang on. Let me backtrack a little bit. I need to turn that off because... Hey, my final form!
You shouldn't need to worry about light and darkness in the Barbosa fight because Jack's a forced party member.
Ah, so I don't. Thank you. I'm still going to turn it off anyway.
Yeah, now you've got light and dark. Now you've got final form, you don't need it.
Yep, absolutely don't. Something else I'm kind of hoping I find at just somewhere, or that it'll just get awarded to me as a level up bonus, is Donald's Flare Force. That would do me a lot of favors. All right, Barbosa. Knock out the imp. Oop. I knocked him out of the light. There we go. Nope. Come on. All right. I'm not taking any chances here.
Yeah, it's always better on pistol to play it safe.
Oh. Oh, you're... Oh. All right. Okay. Cinematic ending. All right. Oh, what am I? Okay, well, I guess you know what? I just realized I kind of just did that for effect because the world's dead anyway.
Yeah, I also didn't realize that.
That's fine. That's a forced exit from the world. So, content, everybody, content. All right.
Just a reminder, I don't think you've checked the shop yet.
The shop?
In case, Flare Force is in there.
Oh, I didn't even know it could be in there. It's probably not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it is.
No. There's
all right.
5 done. Oh wait.
Yes.
It looked like it was in there.
Take a look again.
Yeah.
Whoop. Yeah, what do you see?
Did I see it on the 4th? Oh no, I was just seeing things.
Okay.
Too early for me to, apparently.
All right, let's see. At level 20, my options are pretty large, actually. Let's go to... Let's pick up where we left off at Olympus Coliseum. Let's move all the way up the Cavern of the Dead and say hi to James Woods.
It's nice of him to make an appearance.
That's it.
James
Oh, wait,
Woods
you know what?
has voiced every instance of Hades that he has been allowed to. He absolutely loves this character.
He has, and I love it. I love that he keeps coming back.
Me too.
That's it.
The question is, will he come back for Kingdom Hearts 4?
Oh, I certainly hope so. I'd like to take this moment to talk about why you should play a randomizer if you're ever considering it. So why would you play a randomizer when you could just play Kingdom Hearts 2 vanilla? Well, if I haven't really demonstrated to you why you should play it yet, let me explain it to you. Basically, keep your eyes open on how I'm kind of breaking the game in all sorts of different ways by playing the game completely out of sequence. I can do a lot of things that I normally wouldn't be able to do in the vanilla mode of the game, and that kind of breathes new life into this game. It's a different experience every single time, and that kind of makes it worth it for me. It would probably make it worth it for you too, so if you're on the fence, give it a try. We have everything ready for you.
And also, you don't have to start with the tutorial.
That's true, we don't. Alright, are you gonna be a good doggy today? Or are you gonna be a bad one? What's it gonna be, buddy? Okay, you're being a bad doggy. Oh, you're being a very bad dog. Stop moving, please. Okay, buddy, I need you to stop. Don't you do it. Okay, we're good. He didn't make me bring out the dog paddle today. We're doing good.
So now we're through that, most of the checks in this world are available. So everything up to the lock, where there's effectively a double boss fight. You fight Pete, and which is basically free, and then Hydra,
Basically free.
which is basically free with the tools we have.
Absolutely. We have 4 of the 5 drive forms already. That's insane. That makes me very happy.
Yes, especially because we have got a check on drives.
Okay, now, if that looked weird to you, that's because it kind of is. So, the randomizer has a bunch of quality of life features built into it. Some of them are toggleable, and this is one of them. That's called fast earns. It basically makes it so that I can basically do this. I can break a jar and instantly get rewarded with over the maximum amount of medals that I need to just quickly finish that game, because we just don't like doing it, so we'd rather skip it. So now with the practice and maniac modes of the urns out of the way, we can continue on with our mission and head deep and back into the underworld.
Yeah, and we'll just make sure not to miss the fog chest test. As we saw in Fresh Faces 2, a lot of people forgetting about that one chest.
Would you say fog chest, this one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I always remember to grab that one. Oop. Ah, nope, go over this way. Okay. I'm gonna veer left again, basically. Go through this way, get these 3 chests. And then loop it back around again. Ah, this world's dead, actually. Okay, so you know what? I will grab this chest and I will about face, because I don't need to be here anymore. Well, wait a minute. Hold on, let me think about that. Because I would really like to get the drive orbs off of Hydra, but I can always come back for that. So, yeah, why not? We're gonna leave.
You could always level master in Treasure Room.
That's true, I could.
Because Agrabah is not it.
Right, okay. Let's see, where else should I push right now? Level 21. Oh, I have not done Beast Castle, yes. Let's do that. This is another forced fight. It goes on for a little bit until I either take too much damage or the game just goes, you've had enough. I'm going to use this opportunity to level up my Valor form. I can probably get to about level 4, maybe 5 if I'm lucky with this room alone. And if that looks like it's going fast to you, that's also because it is. The randomizer community, as a baseline, has set a 3x multiplier on drive form level ups. I started playing after that was decided, so I couldn't tell you why it was. I just know that it is.
I believe the exception for that is Valor form, which has, I want to say, a 7x multiplier.
Oh, even better.
Because Valor form in vanilla is so slow to level up.
So I'm already at level 5, which is great. The reason that I'm putting focus into leveling some of my drive forms, not only do I need, I'm gonna end the seed with a substantially buffed limit form, but I also have a check on one of these drive forms. I don't know which one it is, and it could be between level 1 and level 7 of all 5 of those drive forms. So I kind of have to go tinkering around and leveling them up to figure out which one it is.
And if you're really unlucky, it could be Wisdom form.
You're right. Hopefully I don't have to go too far to find that. I really enjoy finding that before I do screens. In Space Paranoids. Screens is...
Yeah, for screens, you really like a Wisdom form or Stitch. And you have neither.
Right. I think it's, like, Stitch is great. I hear Stitch, but, like, it's the best place to just quickly level up Wisdom for him, bar none.
Very true.
Alright, another quality of life improvement. We have disabled the wake-up animation for the wardrobe, so I can just push her out of the way because she is very firmly in my way. And I don't want her to wake up, or else we'll have to start this over again. We don't like that minigame, so we just turned it off.
Arguably the best quality of life improvement that's been made. Except, no, actually, I take that back. STT, now that you can use like all of the magics and limits and things.
Ah, what happened? Okay, guy. Here we go. Decent amount of drive orbs that will drop in this fight. More if I have a drive converter. So it's a good place to level up my master form. I'm already level 3, which is great. Let's see if I can get that to go even further. Not quite. Alright, with Thresholder out of the way, we'll enter the dungeon. Say hello to all our fine furniture friends. And exit. Alright, boxes. So the name of the game here is just breaking the boxes to clear a path for pots and for Lumiere. And I will make a little optimization to get these chests along the way.
And see if Mrs. Potts actually wants to cooperate today.
She's usually pretty good to me, thankfully. Rarely.
I know certain members of our community will disagree with that.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you there.
And with that report, Beast Castle is blown.
I think this'll do the trick.
Alright, we made it through that with no broken bones. Oh yeah, Beast Castle is dead. Whoa, what am I doing? Thank you. See, this is why you're here. Basically though, at this stage I'm just trying to fight my way to the nearest save port to get to
at
leave.
This point, I would say it's worth carrying on, just in case there's like a glide in one of these chests.
Darn, I don't get to show you guys my Beast Castle magic trick because Beast Castle is dead already.
The fun of instant teleportation.
Yes, I am, yes. But there'll be other places I can do that.
Compose yourself.
Alright, and like that, we are already 25 important checks in, so we're making really good time here, actually. I'll try not to keep jinxing things, but let's grab this, and ooh, that was worth it, and let's leave. Alright, next stop. I think Land of Dragons is in order, now that I'm level 21.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Land of Dragons has a very low battle level because it's more that you normally do right at the start of the game. So, about now, it's probably about as fast as it can get.
Oop. The only world that has missions like these. I'm just gonna grab these two chests over here, and then I will engage in the mission, so I don't have to come back to them.
Gather. Gather.
I should get back to the center of the map.
Gather.
Ho! Alright. One mission down.
Gather. Gather.
So we're hoping that on the climb we get a lot of the checks, because we don't want to have to do the minute fight at the summit.
Yeah, that would be really nice. I'm kind of expecting to have to do that one way or another, but not having to go through that would be great.
High likelihood we're going to have to go all the way to throwing them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Shadow, work with me. There we go.
I will maintain that shadows are the worst enemy in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. The Heartless in this mission always spawn in the same places. So if you're learning to do the speed run of the vanilla game or the trying to learn to speed run the rando, that's a quick hot tip for you. You can memorize where they spawn. They will always spawn in the same location. All right, now that the missions are done, we can finally move forward.
Yeah, he's so happy with your missions. He gave you a medal.
Yeah. All right. A quick little optimization that I've kind of learned for myself is I'm going to rock shatter this. I'm going to try to get into the dead middle of this one and rock shatter here. So there we go. So but I was able to use the rock shatter to swing into the Heartless and destroy it before it was able to hit me and take damage. That one actually managed to hit me though. Hey, there's the Promise Charm. All right, two for 4.
And you also have the Thundarga now, so that's not going to get any better.
This cave is a decent place to level up your limit form. With all the Heartless in here. Again, the best place to level up your limit form being a simulated Twilight Town, actually. It's kind of funny how that works.
Yeah, because when you jump out of limit form, it fully refreshes the drive gauge. So you can just go in infinitely.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah.
Guys, please. Okay. Ow.
Yeah.
Why are you so mean? Okay. Couple more chests coming up before the minute fight. Hopefully it's in one of those. Only one thing remaining here, so let's see.
We have our fingers crossed on this one.
What, say that again?
We have our fingers crossed it's one of these two, because otherwise it's a lot more work.
And we're going into the minute fight.
Oof.
So we're basically stuck here for the next minute, just fighting the Heartless.
Gather.
And I'm just gonna fight them for no other reason that I can. Just to keep my thumbs warm.
That's so many little guys.
It's very many.
It's like
Little guys.
Also a decent place to read some donations, actually.
Oh,
We do not have any donations yet. However,
This is it.
you know, this would be a good time to fill the donation queue for Child's Play, their charity organization that provides entertainment via video games and board games to children's hospitals around the world. They do amazing things for amazing children. So please scan the QR code or go to magfast.org/magfast or the About page on our Twitch channel to donate for the children of Child's Play.
Hey, I found my wisdom form on level 23. That's cool. So I don't really have to go digging very deep for that. That's awesome.
That's very nice to see. However, there's still 2 things on levels. So there's a bit worrying we might have to go all the way to 50.
Yeah, it might. I can't deny that. But the good news is that I can start to get some power leveling done because I have all the tools that I want to do screens. Which is great. Hey, so hey, that magic trick I was
Do
talking
you have
about.
an experience boost?
That is a good question. Let's take a look. I probably don't. I do not. Maybe I'll wait on that a little bit longer. So let's see. So still one thing in Disney Castle. So that's going to mean it's going into the Timeless River. Let's push this a little further. Might as well. We kind of have to do it anyway.
Gather.
Yeah,
This
get
way.
pushing that mouse.
Gather. This way. Gather. Yeah. This way. Gather.
keep saying it to myself. I don't know when I'm gonna follow through on it, but one of these days I'm gonna learn how to move the mouse.
Oh, this is honestly one of the hardest bits of movements in the game, is learning how to push Mini properly. It is so difficult.
Moving Mini?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna basically take a bunch of baby steps through this hall.
This way.
I'm gonna call Minnie forward, and then I'm gonna move back to her and just fade these guys out of the way.
This way. Let's go. This way.
Ow.
This way. Let's go. This way. Let's go. This way.
Yeah.
Let's go. This way.
Not only does Faith get these things out of my way, but it also does damage to them, so it will give me experience points to just kind of get them out of here.
This way.
Yeah, unfortunately the Bolt Tower attacks
Let's go.
just slow you down a lot, so being able to use the Faith attacks to push them away will speed things up a lot.
This way.
Ay, I think I got too far away on that one. Okay, I think we can make it this time. I gotta call her again. Come on.
This way. Let's go.
Okay. Alright, this next part, I usually don't love so much. But I love it today, and I love it in recent memory because I get to show off this with you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the same timeless river you know and love, but now in full Technicolor. It's the Technicolor River mod, everybody. It's so amazing and pretty, and now with new updated music as well. Danimal for Life put a lot of effort into this mod, and I love him for it.
So, for those who aren't aware, in the normal game, this entire area is in black and white.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes.
Which is not the best to look at.
It is a little jarring, but it's so weird that, you know, it gives you, like, when you're playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time and you see a black and white world, it gives you kind of like a really special and cozy feeling. You kind of can't explain it. It's you never really would think that in this day and age that black and white would put a smile on your face, but it just kind of does for some reason. That said, I still enjoy the world in Technicolor a lot more. All right, there we go. Found. Oh, it had once more. That was absolutely worth the trip. All right, now that this world's dead, we can't stay here any longer. Sorry about that, but I got what I need. I'm very happy to have that, actually. Okay. All right, where to next? Where should I go next? Should I go to jail, Sunlight?
I think it's time.
I think it's time. All right.
You have Trinity Limit, right?
Yes, I have Trinity Limit.
Yeah, definitely jail then.
All right, I'm going to jail, everyone.
No, don't go to jail.
Jail is, sometimes, not everybody does, but I do because it's funny. A lot of us refer to Simulated Twilight Town as jail. Now, that's not so true anymore because we can now basically leave freely. In the olden days of the randomizer, when you enter Simulated Twilight Town, you are stuck here. Like, you have to be here until you complete the world. But that's been since fixed, and we can leave, come and go as we please. But it still doesn't change that we don't really like going to this world. But it's simultaneously a good and bad day because there's 4 things I have to go looking in this world for. But it's alright because I have the tools. And because I have the tools, I'm going to break this in a lot of special ways, that being one of them. I shouldn't be able to hit Cypher with a magic spell, but I can. And so I did. And he didn't appreciate it very much. He went down like a punk. And I'm going to break this world in a lot more ways. Here's another one.
So many ways to break this
Oh,
world.
so many ways. Here's another one. So I have to hit this Dusk 10 times. I don't like doing that, so I'm going to Trinity limit him. Done. But now I have to fight him. I still don't really wanna. So I'm gonna lightning. Done.
Yeah, so the main reason people don't like this world is because it's so backloaded. There's very few checks near the start, and it takes a long time to get to the big bulk of the checks.
It absolutely does. If you're familiar with playing this on vanilla, then you'll know that this takes roughly about 3 hours to complete in the base game, unless you're a super speedrunner. Ladies and gentlemen, let me talk to you briefly about the American Dream. The American Dream is applying for a job, getting said job, starting the job, quitting very shortly after getting said job, and still getting paid for it. That is the American Dream, still alive and well today, everybody. And that is day 2. So now as we enter day 3, things start to get a little bit weird for our friend Roxas. I'm going to Trinity this Dusk again because I can't damage him with a wiffle ball bat.
Weird? This is very normal to me.
Yeah, how about now?
Maybe not.
Now, I realize I didn't really call a whole lot of attention to it. When it was first introduced, the ability to make Roxas glide and use growth abilities and spells and magic and a bunch of other stuff, at the time it was called Better STT, and that is now baked into the randomizer as an option that is toggleable. And it's really cool to play it this way because let me tell you, I just realized I didn't go into... Oh, hold on. It lets me do stuff like what I'm about to do because I just remembered. I should have been paying a little bit more attention to this. Oh, yeah, I botched that. Okay. Oh, no, I still got it off. I did a little bit of damage. I shouldn't be in limit form in this fight, and yet I am, and I suddenly somehow turned into Sora.
Yeah, there's one thing I really like about the randomizer is developments are still being found now about some of the fights. This being one, IBA All Day found a skip about a month or 2 ago, which allows for this whole reaction command sequence to be skipped. But it is frame perfect.
Can I get it in 1 cycle? Yes! 1 cycle! Beautiful!
Beautiful.
So I wasn't paying close enough attention. I should have been spending some time in the Station of Awakening leveling up this limit form a little bit. This is the perfect place to do it because you heard Sunlight mention previously that every time I drop out of a form, the drive gauges refill. And I think I have 9 gauges right now, so like it just infinite drive form. Oh yeah, I've got 9.
It's either 8 or 9.
So I can do this tournament. So let's day 4 gets a little cheaty. So I can either play this tournament in limit form, or I could have a little bit more fun with it. How, you might be wondering to yourself? Like this. Absolutely demolished. Never saw it coming. But surely you're thinking to yourself, there must be a penalty in the second round for doing that, right? Right? Nah, not really. With 2 rounds under our belt, we get interrupted by Roxas's ex-best friend, or actually a few dusks first. I'll go into limit form here and deal with them promptly. And then we'll get met with the ex-best friend.
That's more like
That's
it.
a 1. Not too difficult to fight, very simple. You normally get through it very quickly. Just like that.
Just like that. And now with Axel out of the way, we can firmly set our sights back on the finals. And if you're wondering to yourself, now come on, really, it's the championship match. Surely there must be some sort of protection. There's gotta be standards. Nope, not really. Poor champ.
Supposed to lose.
He's so mad about it. He's like, I'm not supposed to lose. He's like, yeah, not that way, brother. But you did.
Ironically, in the any percent speedrun, I believe it's faster to lose. In that fight.
Yeah, but we had something better than that, so.
True.
We get to walk away with the satisfaction. That's worth a couple of extra seconds.
So now that we're through the struggle fights, we've got the vast majority of the checks coming up. So we've got the station, as well as Sunset Terrace. And then we can go to Mansion.
I expect the bulk of whatever's left in this world to be in the mansion. Oh, there's my baseball charm, so that's...
It's always in the Mansion.
Yep, so egg on my face just right there. But yeah, it's always in mansion. Couple rules. One of my rules is it's always in STT, it's always in 100 Acre Wood. I mean, it's not always in STT or 100 Acre Wood, but more often than not, it's worth kind of checking out, except for when it's not.
Proof.
The what proof?
The fake proof.
Oh yeah, what'd I get, the Keyblade?
Yeah. Did you just suggest?
You know what, I want to take a quick look at that, by the way, because I got the Ultima weapon.
Okay, you went back for it.
Yeah, okay. No, nothing worth. I think I'm happy with what I got. Well, I mean, I'm not happy with what I have. I still have to use sweet memories, but...
You have a 9/7 experience boost.
I do?
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, you're right, I do. Okay, I will probably use that after I leave STT. See, this is why you're here, Sunlight, because I don't pay too much attention to a lot of stuff.
I mean, that is, like, mood. That's why I like Limit Form so much, because I can just, like, brain off, rando, go brr.
Okay, and now we enter day 7. You're going to see me kind of messing around a little bit, trying to just do what I can to level up my limit form in a couple of areas. Starting with here. Remembering that limit form levels up 1 EXP for limit command completed. Like, I have to do the command, like, in full to get the credit for it. So I'm going to basically be zooming back and forth with a Sonic Blade, hitting absolutely nothing a couple times right now. And I am doing that on purpose just because I want to get this leveled up. Otherwise, I'll be going to places like, I don't know, the Pit of 1,000 Heartless to level this up. Which is fun to watch, but, you know, a little time consuming.
We could watch.
Right. Get out of the ground, please. Thank you. Again, I know it looks a little weird. I am doing that completely on purpose. Oop. Excuse you.
Yeah, as long as you see the menu color is yellow and not blue, then you can level.
And there's more good news. That turned out to actually be, that turned up roses real quick because that had my ukulele charm in it. And that was the one check that was on my drive forms. So I really don't have to spend any other time in this run leveling up my other drive forms. I might because I feel like it, but I don't have to. So that's really good news right about now.
Yeah, drive forms are very useful, so spending the time to level some of them up will be still beneficial in the long run.
And STT is dead. We can leave. Land of Dragons has a thunder element, which I already knew. That came in at a perfect time because there's a safe space right here. All right, next up. I think now is a good time to go to screens. Because I have just about everything I need.
Remember to change your keyblade.
Yes, thank you. It was the Ultima weapon, right? Yes, it was. Okay. All right, to get the most out of this, I have to do a couple things. I have to not only go into Wisdom form, but I have to take damage on purpose to get myself down to about 50% health. So let's see how this goes. I can do this. Anybody can do this relatively quickly, but I will spend some extra time in here because this is a great place to level up. So first I'm gonna do the first 2 screens quickly. And I'm doing that because once I get to the 3rd one not frozen, the Heartless will start spawning completely endlessly in large swaths. Let's do this one. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I need to let them hit me. Come on.
So the reason we're doing this is because with experience boost, when you're under half health, instead of getting 75 experience per enemy killed, we're now getting 150 per.
Oh, he healed me. Come on, let him down. Oh, I gotta revert anyway.
The good news is I think I did see on Wisdom 4 you've got horizontal slash.
Yep, it's already at level 4. Come on, hit me. I'm right here, guys. Thank you. Level 28 had a reflect element on it.
Reflect speed my strongest match in the game, so I really want to see that.
Should have came in here with an ether. Alright, I'm gonna revert because I'm gonna revert. Okay, there we go. I was getting a little nervous. Oh, all my... Jeez, I just realized. Alright, that's enough. Alright, so that was great for me, because not only did I power level a bunch, but I also got a money pouch and a reflect. I found all the checks on my drive form, so I don't really have to worry about needing to go out of my way to power level to find those. So with that done, there are still 2 checks in this world, so we need to go further on those. Ooh, Astera. That's helpful. Leave me alone. Okay. I gotta change my Keyblade back at some point, too. Or I'll just take the... Or I'll take the debuff. That's something I want to think about.
You're very close to being at the ceiling now for fight fights.
Yeah, that's true. Screw it. I'll keep it on. I like the long reach. One more check in this world. I'm hoping it's a world bonus for Hostile Program.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't want to play nice. Oh, wrong party member. And Donald's down. Okay. Well.
Competent parents, Donald being better.
Alright, you know what? Hold on. I don't want to do this, but... Okay. Work with me, guy. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm gonna freeze this and go over this. This is a great. So I'm not doing any damage to him, but it's a great way for leveling up Valor form that way.
Yeah, unfortunately, as it froze just after the HP gate. Not close to any damage. Once it's done the second laser, then it can be damaged again.
Stop moving. Ah. Alright, Valor Form's maxed out, so that's cool. Let's see if that world bonus has what I needed in here. Well, when I leave. Keep forgetting I have to actually leave the world to actually finish the visit. It did not, so we're going to have to go back in there at some stage. Same thing with... I didn't finish... What? Oh, yeah. I didn't finish my Land of Dragons. Let's go back in there. Ta-da! Magic trick, everybody. So you might have noticed that when I left Land of Dragons, I was still on top of the mountain. I warped, and I know this is not the right terminology. I call it a gate warp, or sometimes I'll incorrectly call it a wrong warp. I know very well that it's not a wrong warp, but I warped using the garden, or the save point, to get back to the bamboo grove. It kind of cuts my travel time in half to get to the Emperor's City.
So we're coming up on the Shan Yu fight now.
Yes.
It's pretty simple, boss. Just gotta be careful with the gate. Occasionally, the Heartless can just end the fight for you.
Did you know that Sora could get picked up by his Raven?
I did.
I didn't. I found that out in practice. I'm like, what the hell? What the... like, he picked me up. I'm like, what the cinnamon toast hell is this nonsense? Like, I've never seen that before. Learning new things every day around here.
Yeah, I learned that thanks to Boss Hunter.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
You get a lot more time with the both.
There we go.
At least I did this angle.
And Shan Yu had the last check-in here. He had an Ansem report. There's only 3.
I feel like that was aimed at me.
You feel like what?
Shan Yu having the last check here because of a little incident in Fresh Faces 1, shall we say, where I lost badly thanks to Shan Yu having the last proof.
I still get PTSD flashbacks to the first Fresh Faces.
Very much so.
So the next several areas are great places to level up the final form, and that's why I'm doing it. Not because I need to, more because I just want to. But I have to get through the section anyway, and it kind of goes quick. I don't know if you've noticed, but final form is pretty broken. It's very cool. 10 out of 10, like it a lot.
Let's go. Gather. Thunder. Gather. Gather. Thunder.
So CD dance fight, and then CD's going to turn around to go and grab the last two checks, which sometimes people forget about.
Yes, that is correct. It's very easy to forget. So I'm going to head back that way. Oop. Whoa, camera. Okay. And if you're sitting at your screen right now wondering, hey, wait a minute, why is the Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultima weapon in the game? Well, that's been modded into the randomizer. It looks cool, doesn't it?
It does.
Still not here. So, going on to Dennis now, our first organization member to fight. And his big gimmick is the water current, so CD's got 40 seconds to deal with 50 of them in order to be able to just damage them.
I also learned today that Flare Force is actually good at these water clones. I kind of wish I had it.
Very strong. I believe this is actually one of the places you can get it.
Ah. Oh boy. Okay. You know what? I should have waited for that a little bit. And Zantetsuken! And Zantetsuken. Oh, okay, well, so almost had it. Zantetsuken finish. There we go.
Very nice there. So now we're going into Final Fantasy fights because Goofy has died, I guess?
Yeah, he's dead. That's crazy, man. He's just dead. We didn't think Disney had the balls, but he's just dead.
Yeah. Another benefit of the randomizer is after the fight, it gives you an opportunity to go into wisdom form before entering into the Final Fantasy fights. So it's one of my favourite places to level wisdom.
I'm actually really surprised there's still 4 checks on the board here. I haven't really stopped to verbalize my thoughts and think about it, but that's really strange.
Considering there's only about, I think, 9 checks left in the world, having 4 of them be important checks is very worrying.
2 of them are probably on world bonus, if I had to take a random guess.
Oh, no, never mind, I'm wrong. I think it's 11.
I wonder if,
Speaking of,
Go ahead.
welcome back, Cloud.
Yes, welcome back, Cloud. Hey, Cloud.
We did say we were wondering if he'd make another appearance in periods.
We did say that. Ow! Stop it. Alright. 4 chests in the Crystal Fissure. Let's see if they have anything good in them. My experience has usually consistently been negative. Turn page. Yeah.
Is that a vanilla torn page?
Yeah, 1 turn page, that was it.
What kind of rando is this?
A weird one. But I get to show this off, so this is kind of funny. So I'm gonna go into first person mode, pop it. Oh. Wait. No, I don't have Magniga. Oh, that's a bummer. Alright, well. So if I had 3 magnets, all I would need to do basically is pop a magnet, go into first person, and just walk around. And allow everything else to get sucked into the void. And it looks really cool. And I'm sad that I didn't wait before going into the pit. And now I just want to die so I can change my mind. We're already late, so I should probably keep going. Hit me. Whatever. Alright, that's done. There's a free tip for everybody watching too. This, if you do it correctly, this can be a great place to level up your limit form. You do have limit form going into this fight in the base game. So it's a great place to just kind of... There's a lot of Heartless there. There's a great opportunity to kind of build that up. Crit. Really?
And with the amount of enemies, when you're out of limit, you guys refill really quickly.
I'm gonna try this again. Am I certain that... Yeah. No, it's not killing him. Oh, that makes me so sad, dude. I just like... I like seeing Numbles go burr. Heartless go burr. Alright. the old-fashioned way. Is this anybody else's favorite part of the game, by the way? Because this is certainly mine. Like, when I first played this, I'm like, dude, this is so hype as hell. Sora's literally fighting 1,000 Heartless by himself. With a giant key and a dream.
Take this. Yeah. Yeah. This is it. Gather.
While we're fighting off this large army, this is a great time to mention that we're fundraising for Child's Play as part of magFAST. They're an amazing organization that does amazing things. They provide entertainment such as video games and board games to children's hospitals around the world. We would like to reach our goal of $12,000 throughout the entire event, so please scan the QR code, click the link in our About page, go to magfest.org/magfast, and please donate to the children of Child's Play.
Absolutely. Please continue to donate. I want to see you guys hit 20K by the time MAGFest is over.
Woo, 20K! You hear that? Can we hit that?
You hit 10K in 2 days, you guys can absolutely hit 20 in 4. Let's see it happen, guys.
Oh yeah.
This is it.
Alright, this is almost over with. Wow, ow. Guys, I know I just killed all your friends, but you gotta chill. Okay.
The last few always tend to be a bit aggro.
For whatever reason. Alright, yeah, I just got one of the proofs, and they're a blizzard. So, that means that the last check in this world is either on Fairy Chest, and I'm really hoping it is. Survey says... it's not! Okay!
So, proof of peace checks.
Yep. The good news is I have the proof of peace, so I can absolutely get this. I just have to fly from one end of the map to the other to go get it.
But because the second visit's complete, you can't use the warp anymore either.
That's also true. All right, gentlemen. If you don't give me this, I'm gonna be really scared. They have bestowed upon me a torrent page. All right, world is dead.
Is it a good time to read out a donation?
It is. Please do.
We have a $25 donation from Memph, donating for Kingdom Hearts 2. The 1000 Heartless fight and mid-game climax is one of the very best parts of the game. Best of luck with the rest of the run. Thank you so much.
Damn straight it is, and I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so this paid a few dividends. That one of those chests had my fire element in it, so that's nice. There's still one more check hidden in this world. I have 4 torn pages actually, so I can hedge a bet that it's somewhere in Spooky Hill or Spooky Cave. So we're gonna.
Spooky Cave tends to have a lot.
Yes, so we're gonna take a brief moment to play some sped up mini games.
We are in the countdown now because there's only 10 checks remaining to get before we begin.
Would you say it's the final countdown?
Unfortunately, I don't have any musical ability to help in this.
I can feel the cringe emanating in the room once I said it. Ow! Ow! Okay.
Yeah, with the speed up, this mini game actually becomes a little bit difficult.
I like to think I'm pretty decent at it, but every once in a while.
Once you get used to it, then there's no issue.
Absolutely. Okay, 3 chests in this area. Oh my lord, it's there. Thank you. I'm grabbing these. I'm robbing you guys blind and I'm leaving. I don't want any more part of this. No, back out, please. Oh. No more mini games. We're done. Okay. Let's see. Let's head back into Halloween Town and chase after this one here. Now that I'm level 38, and this will go much easier. I need to set some armor soon, so I can still die pretty easily if I'm not paying attention. Holy cow. No, that's the wrong... Okay.
The classic limit yourself.
Whatever, it still worked. Just would look cooler if I did dance call. Hey, Donald, who do you love? Oh, thank you, Donald. I appreciate that. He said my name, everyone. He was talking about me.
I didn't know your name was Christmas.
I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't say Christmas. You said my name. You didn't hear it?
I mustn't have been paying attention.
Alright. The kids are at work. They've taken the prison keeper. Well, they're using the prison keeper. We're gonna go fight it. I have a couple ways this fight can be done. I would love to find a magnet burst somewhere. Would be really nice. And I still don't have explosion now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I haven't had it very well. Fortunately, just hit tower or something.
Whoa, where'd you go? Get over here. I'm not done with you yet. There we go.
Right, so now prison keeper's down, it's time to go and fight with Lily. Which is another opportunity to mention the benefits of the rando, because normally there's like 5 phases. I don't remember how many, but it's ridiculously long fight.
I don't remember what the vanilla game feels like anymore. This is just a lot more fun. I imagine it's somewhere between whimsical and pulling my hair out.
Very much so, but I would say it's close to the pulling my hair outside. Luckily in rando, he shortened it to just 1 phase.
Which is a very welcome quality of life improvement. Stop, please.
Unfortunately, the phase that we shortened it to is the final phase.
Right. Dodging this. Donald, look what you did. Why did you break that? Now I have to deal with that. Ah, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Let's try dodging this. That's right, away you go. I'll stop you flat. Oh, too early. Why did I do that? Oh, it wasn't too early. Haha, nice. Alright, and that had my reflect element in it. That world is now dead.
Nice, so I'm assuming you're going to probably go to Twilight Park next?
To where? Twilight Town?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good...
Using
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I mean, well, it's not just where that was to go to.
Yeah, there's only 3 left. We're doing really well here, actually.
Yeah. 3 left, and then time to climb the tower.
No, that's the... No. That's the right one. There. Okay. Oh, the benefits of having 9 drive gauges.
Yep. As mentioned earlier, each one has kind of their own routing. So for me, I like to come to Twilight Town 2 and 3 a lot earlier, as it's where I tend to do my leveling. But everyone is different, so it just basically shows with the randomizer there is no wrong answer. There's so many options.
Yeah, and I got a proof as the world bonus for that, so I now have all 3 proofs and the promise charm, so I have everything I need to do a win condition if I was playing any percent. But we're not, and I'm not racing, we're doing ABN. So, we're getting down to the wire here, just a few more things left to find. There are 3 reports left, 1 cure element, 1 torn page, 1 money pouch, and the Peter Pan summon. Now, out of all those things that I need to find, I'm kind of hoping that I find Peter Pan soon, because it's fun to do some funny cheese with him if I need to engage the seed that far. We'll see how far I have to go into the world that never was. The world that never was is where the cool stuff comes out.
Yep, and I get to talk all about bosses.
Okay, there's the torn page. We can grab like 1 little bonus chest over here and we can leave.
Well, you finally got the magFAST you were looking for.
You're right, I did. Let's turn a bunch of this stuff on. Turn that on, turn that on. 1 more draw never hurts. Hystera. Sure, sure. Okay. I just need to get out of here. Oh, that was a good play. I forgot that exit goes there. Okay. Probably... Probably Agrabah.
Yeah.
You may have heard us mention that this is a decent place to level up Master Form. Not wrong. It's especially better if you have a drive converter. Would have worked really better if I had a drive converter. But there are these large bodies that drop large drive orbs, which are worth a good amount. Falling.
So we're hoping it's going to be in one of these 2 chests, but I think it's probably going to be likely we're going to go further.
Yeah, me too. Oh my lord! It was right there. Wow. All right, we can leave.
Words.
That's it makes me a little sad because I wanted to push that room a little further, but hey, I'll take it. All right, Space Paranoids 2. Oh, I gotta go to.
We have 2 places it could be here. Basically pre-MCP or post-MCP.
I really hope it's not post MCP.
Same.
I think MCP is still the boss in this game I hate the most.
Very much so. It's so annoying.
Give me strength.
Okay, now that the light grid's over, we return to the pit. And we can move forward. I think it might be faster if I try to go this way. I should start doing that. It's much faster.
So we just got to do a couple of force fights to get to the IO tower, and then go do the solar sailor.
It's over.
Jeez. Reflected one of them still hit me. Don't do it. Okay. Let's see. Into the IO tower. So I should probably describe a little bit more about what Sunlight said about two places can be pre-MCP or post-MCP. And now that I'm taking a second to really think about that, that's really quite literal. There are 4 chests outside of the MCP's MCP boss area. And if it's not in one of those, then it can only be at like one of the MCP bosses. And you would
I believe
think
there might also be a check on Solar Sailor as well.
right. Whoops.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is like one of my least favorite force fights.
You might also be thinking to yourself, wow, 4 chests before that fight? Well, that's really good odds that it'll be there. Well, yeah, but in our experience, no. Just no. It's very, very frequently not there when I need it to be.
Look, I would say we'll be grateful for some more mercies. At least having some of like some data's aren't on.
Alright. Is it here? Is it there? It's right there. Cool, I'm gonna grab these anyway. Oh, thank the lords. We can leave. Alright. There are 4 checks left. And it's time to make a soulless boy cry.
Now it's time for the tower.
You know what I think it's really time for, Sunlight? I think it's time for a little bit of celebration. I think this calls for some wine and perhaps a little bit of cheese.
Ah, we do like a bit of cheese there.
Take that. It's over.
Whoop!
Take that.
Okay. I gotta be careful not to damage him too much, so I started with a full ground combo. I forgot that I'm cracked. I'm gonna let him chase me around the room.
Very much over the ceiling.
Yep.
Take that.
Oop, shoot. Nope. Ooh. Scary. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let him hit the ground. I'm gonna hit him with a full ground combo. Push him against the wall. And there we have it. One try. Ladies and gentlemen, we have achieved cheese.
So basically just mash, push run, and then dead.
So if you're thinking, this looks weird, can I try this in the base game? Well, yes, you absolutely can. And here's the mechanics of what's happening. I think it's common knowledge at this stage of the game that Roxas is a unique fight because he has a revenge meter, where if you damage that value up too high, he will retaliate. You increase that value by hitting him with attacks or with spells. And notably, I am not attacking him. I am quick running only, which would swing the Keyblades round and round and actually do chip damage to him. So it's a great method for hitting Roxas early if you're feeling a bit frisky. Now, I didn't have to do that. I could have fought him in limit form and be done with that sooner, but it's a marathon. I gotta show off a little bit of flair every once in a while. In fact, I'm really hoping I get all the way up to Syax. In fact, I might. We'll see. There's one of the last remaining.
It's a high likelihood.
Yeah. Alright, into the tower we go.
So the next boss we're coming up to is Zigbar. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the worst, so the tower fight can be very, very difficult.
And Donald doesn't have Flare Force.
You've got Final Form, you've got Berserk Hori, there's plenty of strats available for you at least.
Yeah, I can still do it. It's just going to be harder to DM skip Zigbar.
Absolutely.
Hey, glide upgrade. Glide 4. Yes, please. Oh, I didn't heal all the way. Maybe I should do that. Hold on. Let me sit on this save point for a minute longer. There we go. No, okay. I don't think I need to make any changes.
And here's a little trick if you're getting into the speedrunning history. If you're looking to heal fast, just open the save menu and close it, and it instantly heals you to full.
Yes, I should have done that too. Clever little sneak. Bro.
It's over. Back off.
Oop.
Back off. Back off. Take this. Take this.
Ah. Ah. Ugh. Knew that was gonna happen. I tried to avoid it, but I got caught in it anyway. Oh, okay. Once more.
Okay. Back off.
First try, I'll take that. Moving forward.
Yep, so there's a couple more checks before the next boss, which is Luxord, which is a solo fight, so a lot of the tools can't be used.
Mildly hot take, but I think Luxord is like might be the boss fight that's the most fun out of all these.
It's definitely the most unique.
Yes. All right. The good news.
Just needing the money pouch.
Yep. And we're gonna see Sykes too, I think, because I don't maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll do it anyway.
Check after Luxord.
Oh, he hit me. Shoot. Alright, I survived that. Let's see if I can continue to. No, oh, go away! Yeah, alright. That's because I started engaging with the cards too early.
So you may have noticed Luxord doesn't have a health bar, per se. He has a time gauge instead. So attacking him, playing mini games, it's ways to decrease his time bar.
Ah! I'm really bad at not getting caught in that. Okay, that's... stop. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay, hold on a second. There. Get these cards out of here. All right. here we go.
Into second place now.
Look closely.
Oop. Shoot. Why did I press that button? Alright, hold on. We'll try it again.
The first to run out of time is the loser.
Felt my thumb moving. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. And I pressed it anyway.
A challenge, is it?
Golly, I'm really bad at missing that. Sometimes I have to nail down the trick to consistently not getting hit by that one attack.
Yeah, I always find you go back one,
The
then
first to
wait,
run out
and
of
then go
time is the
forwards.
loser.
Yep.
It's just
Back.
very much making sure you round the
Forward.
him when he does
Challenge, is it?
like the attack.
I thought for certain he wouldn't hit me that time. In case you haven't noticed, this might take me a few attempts. Once I get in a rhythm, I'll get it down. This fight is really fun for me, but it's also a little hit or miss. Back. Forward. Nope, still got me. Ugh. And then these cards are in the way. You are such a jerk.
Okay.
Alright.
A challenge, is it?
Oh, okay, right. I have to... Right as I was gonna heal myself. Come on, man.
Yeah, it is a very difficult fight.
It's just one of
The
those
first to run out
days.
of time is the loser.
I mean, every
Back.
day's one of those days with you.
A challenge, is it?
Ah, there, got it. Alright.
A challenge, is it? Do you know the
There, no, for God's sake, I had it that time and then I immediately botched it. This card stuff is not fun for me. Alright, I need to be prepared. Okay, we're good. Well, I was. Okay, here.
Do you know the rules?
There! Now knock it off.
Back off. It's over. Look closely. Yeah. It's over. This is it. Look closely. Back off. It's over. Yeah. Look closely.
I lost him. Where'd he go? Right. Nope. Lost him again. Hold on. Hold, please. There we go. Oh, I ran. Okay.
Who's on top of the game?
All right, cinematic ending. That's fine.
Scatter.
We'll do it your way. Chase me. Whoop.
Sora. Do you know the rules?
And game over, Elixir.
Play the game quite
Nice job.
Okay.
Yeah, each of the organization bosses has their own desperation move, or DM, so in this case you saw all the cards everywhere with the screen going darker. With lots of, back with Zigbar we saw it with the smaller arena and all the lasers. We may see some more coming up, but you never know.
So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this next fight. This is probably my favorite cheese in the game. So Sykes will immediately go into Berserk. I'm gonna let him chase me around. He's gonna throw one of his fans at me. I'm gonna grab it. Throw him out of Berserk. Summon Peter Pan.
Let's go. Our turn.
Judged you.
Take that. Take that.
Welcome to the next 2 minutes. Here we go.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that.
So basically, as long as CD doesn't do a finisher, Scythe cannot break out of this.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that.
This does work in the base game, and it also works on the on Data Syax, which I highly recommend you use to your advantage and farm some defense ups.
So now we get to the last chunk of checks in the world.
And if we're really unlucky, it'll be on Zenmus 1. But first, Riku joins the team.
So there's
Ow.
four checks on this in this room. And then if it's not here, it will be on Zenmus 1.
Hey, guard break. That's nice. And it's on Zenmus. Here we go.
Of course it is.
All the content today. All right, ability check. Ooh, rage. Okay. That's cool, because I like this fight anyway. So Zenmus will start up by cursing me, and I will go to here and do a face-off. One, two, three.
Back off. Defense.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting there. Okay, that's my fault. I thought I could get away with reflecting a bunch of times there. Turns out I, in fact, cannot. So
Yeah.
I don't want to do that again.
So the one thing you may have noticed is that reaction commands at the start got rid of 3 whole health bars from Zenmus. That's a result of basically waiting for the last reaction. And also because of the stats and reaction boost that we've got throughout the whole run, as they stack the effects of the reaction.
Come closer.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, Daddy. Alright, let's take this a little more seriously.
Light. Back off. Back off. Back off. Yeah. Yeah. This is it. Take this.
Okay, he will curse me again. I will again go over here.
Come closer.
We're basically just gonna do part 1 right over again.
If you're very careful, you can skip this, but through some manipulation of the stairs and making him fall.
This is better.
But this is always more fun.
But it's better for one reason, it's personal to me. That's because of how I like to end this fight when I do this. With a short Yuki!
That was so cool. Can we get a donation to Child's Play for that? Oh my god. Once again, we're fundraising for Child's Play. This is the MAGFAST live and in-person charity marathon. We are running all weekend. Our goal is $12,000 total raised. The Child's Play is an amazing organization. Does amazing things such as bringing video games to children's hospitals around the world. So if you feel so inclined to send a generous donation their way, we have a scan, we have the About page, and we got a link, magfest.org/magfest. Send your money to Child's Play. Thank you very much.
With that said, we now have every important check in the game, and we have achieved all blue numbers on the tracker. There is one thing left to do, well, a mixture of several things really, combining themselves into one final goal, and that is to engage final fights and defeat final Zenmis. With all checks in hand, we begin so now. First, I will not engage the reaction command here. I'll just go into this nook, and then I will go forth, because it is faster.
I mean, it wouldn't be a Nomura game without a 10-stage final fight.
Absolutely. I mean, where else can you see a kid slice buildings with a blunt object? I don't know how I missed that, but okay. Alright, I'm going to summon Stitch here. And as Stitch is being a good boy today, he will eventually see that I will be running low on magic, because all I'm going to be doing is just constantly using Magni here. And he will start licking my health bar, or my... There we go, he'll lick his icon, and that will replenish my my MP.
There's lots of different strategies you can use for this. Personally, I like Chicken Little, because it makes this stage like really trivial, but Stitch is also a very good option.
Stitch will remain summoned through the next two phases too, which is also pretty cool. He started doing Ohana right before I got here, which is kind of funny. I don't know who he thought he was trying to hit, but now he's doing it again, which is great because that immediately juggles all of the nobodies in this area and makes them a little more manageable.
So this is Engine Core. It's one of the last areas of a mob fight, effectively. Several phases you've got to get through, and then once you've damaged the engine core enough, you'll go on to fighting Samus himself. So be very careful on this phase because of the Berserker pit as well as all the assassins. They are very tough.
Stitch also coming in clutch by doing Ohana when some nobodies show up. That's pretty great because that drops health orbs, so that kind of replenishes my health when he does that. Here we go, Armored Zenmis 1. I forgot to... I knew better than that. Did I really... Okay, wow, must be off my game today. Well-timed reflect will send the damage back onto Zenmis himself. And now we go into Dragon Zenmis, or at least we would be if we didn't hate it so much that we removed it from the randomizer. So instead, we go to Armored Zenmis 2. Featuring 100% more Riku. Oh, now that's mean of you. You were supposed to hit me with the other attack. There you go.
Nothingness
Is eternal.
And because we hate this phase so much, instead of having to do this 3 times, we're going to do it twice.
Yep.
I'm not sure if that was a change that was made in the base game or with random. It was definitely one of them.
Okay, HP gate 2. Nothingness is eternal.
I'm shocked you didn't go with turtles instead.
Turtles? What?
Have you not heard? Nothingness is a turtle.
You'll have to explain that one to me sometime.
Of course.
Whoop. Oh, balls. Come on. Okay. Alright, coming up on time. We're entering the final fight. And I'll have to call it out again when we're getting really, really close. But now is Final Zenmas. I have one last trick that I'm going to go for, and that's completely dome skipping this fight, which is only available in the randomizer. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. Whoop.
Beautiful, straight into Laserface.
Why don't you
Back off. Sora. Yeah.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Ugh.
Why don't you
Oh, no, 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 no. Stop. Okay. Oh, this is going to be close. All right, hang on. All right, be ready on time.
Sora. Back off.
Don't you do it! Don't you do it! No! Oh, all right, you know what? I don't enjoy doing this, but I'm going to take one death just to give that one last try. And that's the one I'm going to allot myself.
Yeah, sometimes it is
Anger
actually
and
faster
hate
to take a death and try again rather than go through the whole cutscene, as it takes about a
I
minute
missed
and a
them.
half.
2, 3, 1, 2. Ah, my counting's off. Shoot. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Ow. Why you gotta be so mean? Come on, man. This is it. Time. All right. That is a dome skip. That is exclusive to the randomizer. It completely skips the entire laser dome sequence, and it's a quick way to quick kill Zenmas. There are multiple ways to do it. That's the way I enjoy doing it. And that's it. We collected all 53 important checks and defeated Final Zenmas, returning balance and peace to the world, and returning the light for everyone. That is a fantastic randomizer to play. I will take this moment very briefly to tell you that if you enjoyed what you saw and you want to give this a try for yourself, please do. We have a whole website full of all the things you need to get yourself started at kh2rando.com. That's kh2rando.com. And we have a whole community ready to teach you things. In fact, we have a, I believe it's, what was it, Sunlight?
Beginner's Boot Camp.
Beginner's Boot Camp is coming up soon. So it's the perfect...
Actually, next weekend.
Is it really?
Yes, it's next weekend.
All right, next weekend is Beginner's Boot Camp. It is the absolute perfect time to learn how to play this randomizer. So join us at the KH2 Rando Community Discord. Download all the tools, get yourself started, and we'll play a Fresh Faces seed of your own. Thank you guys so much for having me. I will give everyone back their night. Please get some sleep and come back next day refreshed for another MAGFest Day 3. Much love and happiness to all of you. Be kind, rewind. I will hopefully see you next year. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.
you so much, everyone.